We are live.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are
So,
you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I can't complain. You know what? Today I cannot complain. It was a good day. It was a good day. So, so let's talk about this five mistakes that you made on the med school application. I really need to know, so I don't make this mistake. So tell me a little bit more about them.
Yeah, okay. So I made five mistakes, as you alluded to there. So the first mistake was assuming ethics from pharmacy school would count as behavioral science, because some schools this counts as, and sometimes school it doesn't.
Right. Oh no. Okay. So I'm reading that you assume microeconomics also counted for social sciences.
Yeah, so if you look at some of the requirements, LECOM, the DO school, actually accepts microeconomics for behavioral science,
Okay.
but New York doesn't, New England doesn't, and the other ones I'm assuming doesn't, but they haven't reached out to me and told me because they haven't looked at my application
Oh,
probably.
this all goes back to research. So especially in their field because we're not going through the route of going to doing like a biology degree or like chemistry degree, which or like a pre med track. We're like we're really off topic. We were like you're pharmacist. I'm like international studies. So we really have to research. But not only that, like we have to research that when we're in the junior year. If if we know that that's what we want to do, or like our senior year. Like I didn't get into researching anything about medical schools until my senior year. That was that was a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. I've been researching this since pre-farm, so I knew about it in the beginning.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
So I'm reading that you forgot to request your MCAT. Uh, I'm a little confused. Explain me what happened.
yeah, so I forgot to request my MCAT to be sent to the DO application service, which is ACOMAS.
Okay,
So this works. So the MCAT's made by the med school application people. And so
okay.
they automatically got it, obviously, because they make the MCAT, they have access to that.
Right. They do.
So I kind of assumed like, hey, these guys are kind of like the same thing, MD, DO application. Maybe they're friends. And they forward information to each other. No,
Yeah. No.
no, you have to click a button. There's like one little button you press, and it goes, hey, we're gonna send it to the Acomas now.
Oh no. So so what happened?
It's like a 7 day delay or longer. I guess I got lucky and got in there faster. But yeah, it can be like 7 to 14 days.
So how did you figure out that it was not sent?
Oh, so that's a couple of months later when New York got my application. They're like,
Oh
hey,
no.
we don't see an MCAT. Where's it at?
Oh.
So it was kind of
Well, you said a couple months later.
yeah,
Okay. Oh no.
because like they could see like an MCAT was taken, but there was no score for them to see.
Okay.
Because they're like they know something's there, but they can't see the score.
That's funny.
So yeah, it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, no, I bet it was not.
They just don't tell you these things like, hey, request MCAT.
I wish it was an easier way. I wish it was already connected, like you said with the other program. Like I wish it was just you didn't have to go through an extra step. It's a lot of things that I. But what about it says applying to schools with strong in-state bias? So what is that about?
Yeah, so off camera we talked about Texas. So if you apply to Texas and you're out of state, you're not going to get in. Their tuition's like 13,000 for in-state, so they really only accept in-state mostly, and it's different
Oh,
software off
yeah.
obviously too.
Yeah, I'm there is no way then. I'm definitely not applying to Texas. I'm just gonna save my application money for other schools.
I didn't apply to Texas because I knew that, but I did apply to like states like West Virginia and Marshall, which I went to farm school in West Virginia, and I kind of assumed I'd get into because PCAT was low, got in first try, pharmacy school. Let's try it again.
Right.
Didn't
And it
happen.
didn't work out. No.
So that kind of
That's
goes with my next point, though, was I didn't apply early. Uh, I applied early to pharmacy school, which was why I really think I got in with a low PCAT. But I didn't do
Okay.
that to do a low MCAT, which really, you know, hurts you because like low MCAT you can't apply early, which is why I want to apply early because I have low MCAT.
So some schools they you can apply early, but you have to have a higher MCAT.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird.
So you
I
have higher
mean,
chances of getting in, but you need the highest score anyway. So it's like, why do that?
so I okay, yeah, that is weird, honestly. So yeah, it goes. So I have to research every single school that I would really want to get into.
Yeah, for DO school it's a lot easier because there's a program called like Choose DO. It kind of like really shows you everything about the school. But for MD, there's a service you can buy. I forget how much it costs, but like I haven't used it. I mean, it might have saved me some time, but you can look into it.
Oh, okay. So we should definitely okay. So I would definitely use that program then.
I don't know
So
how good
that
the program is, though. I don't know.
I'll still just in case I'll still research the individual schools that I want to get into.
I, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I do want to add though about the courses for med schools. There are two med schools I applied to that do not require course requirements. These are West Virginia and Penn State.
I know that's one of the reasons why I'm applying to West Virginia and Penn State.
Yeah, so they look at core competencies if you guys don't know, and that means
But it
like
right, it says on the core competencies that it wants like some specific like biochemistry. Like I read biochemistry on Penn State's.
yeah, so they just want to make sure you're good, like competent in biochemistry. So this could be on your MCAT. So you take the MCAT and there's a lot of biochemistry, and like, hey, you did good in
Okay.
the chemistry section, you did good in the biochemistry. That shows you you're good.
All right.
So it's basically saying like if their MCAT score is good, that means they study enough to become competent in those areas to pass the MCAT.
So at least so I can save myself on taking biochemistry then. I really wasn't planning on taking it. I don't think I'm going to, in all honesty.
Biochemistry isn't bad though. It depends on your DO school so you apply to too. Some might require it.
Yeah, I still have until next semester, so I can take next semester, and then you do have a transition of 1 year after to finish whatever class that school requires. But yeah, so a lower MCAT score does hinder your availability to get into some schools, and that's we know that that's like the first thing we research, right?
Yeah, but like the not applying early though really kills you though, because that for pharmacy it was opposite. Even with a low PCAT, I could still apply early.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I got in probably.
Oh, okay. I know that rolling applications are in June. Uh,
Summer
um,
rolling.
yeah, I'm sorry. Like the some applications for some schools, I think they start June 4th. I think it is, and a lot of students just apply, and so they take the MCATs in May, and then they wait until June, and then they finish all the applications. But I've heard of a lot of friends that have told me that you should not wait until July or August to finish your applications. And so I just want to have them all done. Like I want to have my NCAT ready in May, so I can just send them as early as I can.
Yeah, it's just a solid plan for anyone really. Just do what Mitchell's doing. Hopefully
Yeah,
COVID doesn't mess you up.
well, yeah, that's another story. That is
I think that's
definitely
gonna be
another.
it for this video though. Like, comment, subscribe, and really just ask us any questions. We'll answer them for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
See you next video, guys.
Thank you so much. See you next video.